echoes across the fruited plain from coast to coast. But in the South, where they say the game just means more, there's only one game considered the Deep South's oldest rivalry. From black jersey debuts to prayers at Jordan Hare, this matchup has had it all. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan Hare Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Auburn's offense will have the football first. The Dogs just chewed them up and spit them out the last time these two met as they destroyed Auburn.
And that's why I think Auburn needs something to happen early in this ballgame. They need some confidence. They need some feel-good because Georgia's dominated this series. They know. They talk about it. Auburn needs something good to happen early.
Off the play fake on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's thrown. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Auburn lines up quickly. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
Coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go faster, seeing it here.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to keep it in the air. Got it in the middle. It's hooked. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. On the run, it's thrown. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
To the air on second down. Plucks it out of the air. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Listen, nice completion, short game. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
Well, on third down, they go to the running back screen. They're able to get a couple of yards, but not enough for the first. What do?
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. So Georgia's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the league?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
Guys, let's chat about Georgia. With just a few games remaining, they're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard, because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You still got to deal, and you still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most important thing. It's been a phenomenal season up to this point, David. Great things ahead, potentially but you got to win this one today.
Well, and I think that's what's really important. It's a great start, and now it's about finishing the season. To be at the top is awesome, but you can't lose a conference game or 2 conference games and get yourself out of the mix here right at the end when you're so close to the finish line.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Breaks into the open. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
Georgia going back to work with another first down. Looking to throw, it's Blue. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Gets it out fast. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30. They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. Hand off from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
Man, they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after quarterbacks. It's one of the staples of these Auburn teams all throughout the years.
And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
On 4th down, looking to pass. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Dogs! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So here comes the Auburn offense. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. To the ground with the back. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. The Tigers will hustle to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
No huddle offense to the line. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. And wings it incomplete. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. 3:25. He'll do it himself. He stopped at the 32-yard line, not enough for the first down. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. On the run, it's Savage. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Blue. Got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The snap sets up to throw. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoke the fear of God to this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Power football with the run. Guys, only Minnesota and Wisconsin have played more often than Auburn and Georgia. This rivalry is rich in tradition.
And you're right, Reese. This goes back to 1892. A long time. This game has been heated. You know a bunch of the names, a bunch of the storylines. And speaking of storylines, how about the mascot for Georgia? Literally trying to bite on Auburn wide receiver. That's how real this rivalry is.
And the Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. They'll go to the ground. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
There he goes. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense. We got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Finds his tight end. Finds a crease at the 20. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The Bulldogs are threatening on 1st and goal. The give. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know, you're in the red zone. You bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting a run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back's got it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. To surge it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Oregon has the lead currently at Autzen Stadium, but that typically dynamic offense just hasn't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Iowa. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Leaves it with the running back. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to be like, listen, O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the 1st down.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire 1st half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
Wants to go up top on 1st down. The quick out. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the 1st half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets rid of it. Snagged in the middle. It's hooked. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Zings it complete to the right. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the field goal unit is on the field. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Between the uprights, it's good. Now the lead is down to 11.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. On the move from inside is 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
And the Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to pass, it's Blue. Trying to beat the D deep. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. Complete downfield. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Grabbed over the middle. It's hooked. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Bring in the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense picks it up. Inside the 40. Inside the 30. Inside the... Touchdown, Georgia! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And that's the kind of play that can win you the game. You're on defense. It looks like the opponent's just going to run it in for an easy touchdown. But you create the takeaway. You scoop and score. It's a game-changing play. It's a momentum-changing play. And you can see on the sideline right now, they are completely galvanized by that defensive score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. The scoop and score, what a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. He'll return it. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, the Deep South shuts down when the Tigers and Dogs get together, and that's the case again here today. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half.
Bringing it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but
Turning it on. Touchdown, Dogs! And the punishment has been extended. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going, too.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Not in lockstep there with the receivers.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. He'll pull it on the read. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off-play action on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Fast motion in the jet sweep. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Give to the back. There is nowhere to go. He has stopped, and it'll be 4th down from the 23. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Looking for the goal line. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Grove. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
This offense simply has to pay this off on 3rd and goal. They desperately need a touchdown.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollard.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10.
Fellas, how many fall Saturdays have been highlighted by the great Ohio State-Penn State rivalry? Penn State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Got enough for the first down and wants more. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Oh, he's got some space. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call.
Breaks into the open on the touchdown, Bulldogs. And the stomping has commenced. The Dogs are starting to hunker down, and they are sinking their teeth into the Deep South's oldest rivalry.
And the red and black going crazy, the fans going nuts, and Georgia has dominated this rivalry of late. Auburn fans are sick and tired of the Dogs, but man, they got to do something about it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UCLA is getting whooped today, and at some point this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 17 to USC. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown.
He lets it fly. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Snags it on the right. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's hooked. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
The give to the back. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run play action. Got his man on the right. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Working the big fella to the corner. Tight windows, no problem. The grab, the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone and the 10. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Levis. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. It's complete to the right. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He'll go to the sneak. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
4th down.
Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. There is no point in a field goal here, so the offense stays on the field on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Grove. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Tigers!
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And after the extra point, they trail 35-17. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Dogs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. just outside the red zone. As they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 22. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And when you're down later in the football game, you're going to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. I guess they believe the entire field is 4-down territory. A bit of an odd choice, but they'll go for it on 4th and 12 miles. He might want another play. Converts on 4th down, still going. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. But you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
They'll try to run it in. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. 3rd and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. They'll try to slam it in. Touchdown, Georgia! And the pummeling has started. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. A strike downfield. And he used that spin move to put him in the spin cycle and gain extra yardage. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. Breaks into the open. Running through contact. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. He'll take the deep shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Missed the connection on second. Now looking at a third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Got it in the middle. It's hooked. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
I think after failing on the fourth down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Flips it out in the flat. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. Third and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that first down.
Complete out of the backfield. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. The give out of the gun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Looking left. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Timeout on the field, and 4 ticks left to go. One more play to pad the stats. To the air on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. It is Georgia taking home the W in the Deep South's oldest rivalry. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.